Weddings are supposed to be a celebration, but they can easily turn into a tricky etiquette situation when a bride, a groom, a mother-in-law, or a guest kind of goes off the etiquette rails. Our etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman, is here to answer your questions. It's good to see you. How have you been?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, doing good. These are some really good questions. It cracks me up, the questions that people have. So let's dig right into it. These are real questions from people who reach out to you, and they want their answers. So here we go. My daughter is getting married, and she's asked that no kids attend the ceremony or reception. My other daughter is upset because her kids are staying home, but the bridesmaid of honor is allowed to bring her teen as a +1. Is it rude of the bride to break her own rule?
It's the bride's rule. So there are exceptions to every rule. And I think in this case, if she allows this teen to come, and we don't know if the teen is 19, 21, or 13. So I think it's important to think about what rule you're breaking, because other people are going to be offended. And it's funny because this is a mom, and this is between two sisters. So they're having a battle over this.
I see.
So the answer is, gosh, it would be great if it's a no kids wedding to stay to the letter of the law. However, if the bride wants the best friend's teen as a +1 to come, it's up to her.
Okay, bride makes the rules. I like it. Is it rude to set up a honeymoon fund and ask guests to help pay for the honeymoon trip? What if people don't want to contribute? What do they do?
What you can do is you can give a gift. Okay. Now, there should be a registry on top of a honeymoon fund. So, because that's asking for money, basically. If you have a fund, any kind of fund, and that's all you have, that means this is what we want. We'd like the cash, or we'd like the money. But you can send a check. You know, don't send something if they've lived together, let's say, and now you know they've got a whole setup. So think about them, what their personal. And by the way, if you don't know what their personal wants are, call the family member and say, give me an idea. I'm funny about contributing to that fund, but I'd like to send them something.
Okay.
Family members will tell.
All right, good deal. We've got another one. Is it rude to tell guests you can't take pictures at the wedding?
No, it's not.
I know. That's an important one.
Yes, it is, because this particular question, they wanted a little private wedding ceremony and reception. And so if they ask for no wedding pictures, no wedding pictures. It's totally, other people want you to hashtag it, you know, and put it all over the place. So it really depends on the bride and groom.
Okay, all right. Invitations went out for our wedding 6 months ago. Since then, we've had a shower and we've changed to a much smaller venue. Can I call some of my good friends and explain and let them know that things have changed and we're restructuring the guest list? Is it rude to keep the gifts I already got?
This is so juicy. Okay, I read it and I had to read it again.
No, it's not right.
Oh, it's not right.
No.
You've already invited them. You've already had the shower. Now you've got the gifts. And so we really need to make this work. Now, if you have a big budget issue, okay, you might have to do something completely different. But it's rude.
Okay.
It's going to, people are going to get their feelings hurt.
Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. This is something that I've seen happen before. When someone cancels their wedding after multiple showers, is it rude to keep the gifts?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Send those gifts back. And if you've used them, by the way, you shouldn't use anything until, not to jinx it, but just don't set up house with everything, because now they've broken up and now they're used. So what do? You don't give back a used toaster, but you have to give back the gifts.
Okay. All right. Is it rude to charge a guest for their meal if they RSVP'd and didn't show up?
Absolutely, it's rude. It's rude that they RSVP'd and didn't show up, so that's a very bad guest behavior. But you cannot charge them for their meal. That's double rude.
Okay. Let's talk about the reception. Is it rude for a guest to leave the reception early before the cake is cut?
If they have to leave, you know, we don't know what the circumstances are. There might be an emergency. They might not feel well. So if they're just bored because they don't like the band, it's rude. You need to stay to support your friend. But if there's extenuating circumstances, if you have to go, you have to go. But let them know. Say, this was beautiful. We're going to have to run. Something came up.
Okay.
You know, let somebody know that you're leaving.
If you're not close to the bride or groom, can you skip the ceremony and just go to the reception?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Rude. Yes.
Is there a time, I know this happened like in the past, where you're not invited to the wedding, but you're invited to the reception?
You know, that makes it feel like
old
you're
school.
team B, you know, plan B.
Yeah.
So,
okay. They go together.
You know, but it might be on 2 different days.
Yeah.
So the ceremony is here, and private ceremony, and then you have a big party or reception another day. So that feels better.
Okay. It's 2026. I know it's impolite for a guest to wear white or ivory. Would it be rude if a family member asked the guest to leave if they wear white?
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
dramatic.
That now we're getting really. I don't want to say petty, but it's they're there. What if they didn't know? Just what if? I know it's 2026, but we can't ask someone to leave unless they're wearing a wedding gown. Unless it's just something that they're doing that's egregious.
Okay.
And they're not going to do that.
What about a crying baby? Should a crying baby stay in the pew during the wedding ceremony?
Mom, Dad, you need to just get up with your baby, take your baby outside and comfort the baby, because that's disrupting the whole ceremony. And by the way, that also goes for restaurants as well. I was at a restaurant yesterday, and the baby, we love babies, was so loud and screaming, and you feel bad for the baby.
Yeah.
But it was also very disruptive to all of the patrons who are spending money to have a nice meal.
Okay.
It's courtesy on both sides.
Okay, good to know. This one is one I've seen happen as well. You're taking wedding pictures and you've got either a friend or maybe a family member that you don't want in the particular picture. Is it rude to ask them to stand to the side?
Yes. So here's what I suggest you do. Take a picture with them. Just take a picture. A quick picture, and then take it and say, okay, now just immediate family only, and say it in a way that it's not offensive. But if you know that this is just somebody that's we don't know, that is just a casual relationship, they're going to understand. It would be nice if you just take a quick snap of them, but you can ask, you can have the photographer say, okay, now just immediate family.
Okay, good deal. All right, hopefully now you know, because there's a lot of rude here. The answer is,
and they're
really
all
think
real.
about it
People
before
think we
you
make
do
these
it.
up,
Yes.
but these are real.
All right, good deal. Of course, if you've got more questions, check in with Diane. She is a national etiquette expert based here in San Antonio at the Protocol School of Texas. Go to protocolschooloftexas.com and give Diane a follow on Instagram at Diane Gottsman.